episode is on how to improve your physical health with nutrition. If you can see, I'm shooting in a grow. These are all cannabis plants out here. My number one tip is involve THC and CBD. There's many different types in cannabinoids that may not get you high, but they still help. There's proven facts that help with nutrition. CBD can help all sorts of ailments, and I really encourage you to learn and research it. And it's a little difficult because it was a crazy industry a couple years ago with a lot of bad information. But if you use CBD properly, you can add it in just like another supplement. And no, you do not get high. You do not get stoned out of your mind. It's not going to change who you are, but it's going to help your body feel a little bit better. So, as you know, this is going to be a great episode. We are specializing in everyday tips from everyday people in everyday places that everybody can learn from. So there is no high-end studio. I'm shooting in a grow, and we've got a man over here that's cutting his hair, and we've got Eddie just chilling outside. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. We're going to learn, we're going to grow, and we're going to be better. I'm going to pull out my good friend, Eddie. What's up, my man?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm sitting in a really hot grow room filming a show on how to make everyone's life better. It's fantastic. Let me ask you a question, Eddie. Who the hell are you?
Well, my name is Eddie. Eddie comes from Eduardo Gomez Casal. I'm originally from Spain. Came 9 years ago to the US to play basketball. When I retired due to injuries. I hit a huge depression, tried to commit suicide, went through a divorce. Everything put me down in life. And during that time of my life, I realized I wanted to live a life of helping others. So I wanted to do anything and everything. So I realized that what I was good is what I went to college for, which is nutrition, fitness, can show you. So I was like, well, I'm going to found Relentless Coaching. That's going to be my excuse to help people win and to build winning teams. So for the past 2 years and a half, I've been working, tirelessly to build this amazing platform that finally I have, and I love it. Now I find myself in beautiful Pennsylvania as I'm traveling the country. I've been traveling for the past 133 days,
Hey!
impacting people across the US, connecting with my real estate coaching clients, connecting and finding a deeper connection with God, keep working on myself, and anything and everything that helps me create an impact. Like volunteer myself. All along, writing my first book, which is actually being published January 5th, 2024. The Relentless Pursuit, The Journey to Greatness. Very, very excited. A lot of hours behind it, but with the goal to help other people. And it's exactly what you gotta do to go from 0 to 100 to build your life. So, super happy to be here to provide any tips to create impact in different ways.
All right, on that note, if I wanted to improve my physical health by using nutrition, what tip would you give me?
Okay, so that's a very open question. Okay, so if you come to me, I will tell you that your nutritional status needs to align with your dietary intake. Okay, with your health and with your wellness objectives. Okay, so that sounds very complex. Let's narrow it. First of all, you will have to create a balanced diet. Okay, that means that your diet needs to include a variety of foods from every single food group. Okay, including fruits, veggies, whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats. This will provide your body a broad spectrum of essential nutrients. Okay, that's number one. Number two, portion control. You, the biggest thing is to pay attention to portion sizes to avoid overeating. Okay, a lot of people when they eat, they feel very bloated. I advise people when they are, for example, bulking, to take enzymes, digestive enzymes, to help dissolve everything better. The third thing, hydration. Hydration is key, in nutrition. You have to make sure to drink plenty of water through the day. It's not only going to help your digestion, it's not only going to help your nutrient absorption, but overall, it's going to help you with many body functions, including your skin, your hair, your nails. Everything is going to improve. And at the end of the day, water is what helps carry the nutrients through your blood to the muscle. Okay. Number four, limit processed foods. I will truly think that minimize the intake of processed and refined foods, as they often contain a lot of sugars, chemicals, and healthy fats. And to be honest, they don't contain nutrients. They actually damage you a lot. So if you minimize that intake, you should be on the right path. Number five, I would say include lean proteins. If you include lean sources of protein in your diet, such as poultry, fish, tofu, legumes, nuts, it will help you function better. Such like protein is the essential nutrient for muscle repair. Okay, immune function and body maintenance. So, in other words, you need carbs, you need fats, but protein are thermogenic, which is going to make you feel more satiated, more full, and it's going to help you carry your body throughout the day.
All right, Eddie, we got about 1 minute left. Can you tell us
All
more
right.
about how you learned all this? Where'd you learn your nutrition information?
All right, perfect. So, where did I learn? Actually, I have 8 years of college. I went for nutrition, for physical education teaching, and for kinesiology. So I have those degrees. I've have my NASA certification as well. And on the go, which I am not graduated yet, I still have to pick up some classes, which I don't know when I'll be done. I will have psychology. English is still something here. I will I will have my. It's not a psychology degree, but it's like a formation in psychology. I'll tell
Very
you
cool.
this, Austin. I will for sure for your nutrition. I will do healthy fats, include a lot of fruits, veggies, and of course moderation, but
Cool.
not deprivation. That's what I always tell people.
All right, Eddie, thank you so much. Next up, we're going to hear from Ashley. Hey, Ashley, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
What's up? I'm so good. Thanks for having me.
I've got a question for you. Who are you?
Hey, all right. Well, my name is Ashley Carlotta. I am an accountability health coach and Orange Theory fitness coach. I've been doing this for about 4 years now. I can tell you, I never, like in my wildest dreams, was like, I'm going to be a health coach when I grow up. I became where I am today based on failing over and over and over and being overweight through my childhood, my teens, and even into my 20s and stuff until after I had kids. I finally figured this thing out.
All right.
Yeah. So I hold my clients accountable by daily checking in with them, making sure that their meals are balanced, that they're actually getting their exercises in, they're doing what they say they're going to do. And basically, I'm that little angel on their shoulder that steers them away from their Halloween candy.
I love it. That's very, very important. I've got another question. If I wanted to improve my physical health only using nutrition, what's one quick, simple tip that you could give me?
Okay, my quickest, simplest tip, because it's so simple, right? Otherwise, everybody would be in shape. Would
If
be.
you want more info, everyone go follow Ashley and find her. But right now, we're just taking one tip.
All right. Not dieting, not restricting. So, with that said, you don't need to be on keto, paleo, Whole30, zero sugar. You need balanced meals. So, what does a balanced meal look like? Protein, fats, and carbs. You need protein because it boosts your metabolism, it keeps you full, it helps with your blood sugar levels, and it's going to make you so that you're not hangry by the next time that you're eating. Why do you need carbs? Carbs give you energy, fuels your brain, your kidneys, your heart, your muscles, your nervous system. You don't need to be afraid of carbs. There are healthy carbs and there are unhealthy carbs, and that's something that I can help you with. Why do you need fat? Well, fat helps absorb the protein and the carbs that you're eating. It helps protect your organs, and it's also providing slow energy release. It keeps you fuller longer. Again, we're trying to make it so that you're not having those intense cravings to where you just want to be drawn. So I want you to make sure that when you are planning your meals, you are having all of those each time, even in a snack.
That is awesome. Very smart. And all the haters, all the keto lovers, her name's Ashley Carlotta. Go ahead and find her. If you're a Whole30 fan, you know where to find her. So I've got one more question, Ashley. We've got about a minute and a half left. Where did you learn all this? You said you had you dealt with weight issues mostly your whole life. So where did you go and learn how to dial in nutrition and how to say no to keto?
Okay. My problem was that I was only counting calories for so long. And I was also restricting my calories, making it so that I didn't eat until later in the day. And that was backfiring every time because then I was like, all right, well, I can afford to have a whole pizza. Well, that wasn't fueling my body. So it wasn't until I actually started tracking my macros, figuring out how much of a deficit I was of my protein. I was restricting my carbs. And as I was trying to build muscle, I was doing it all wrong. Before it was all about the weight loss, and now it's actually about having like a toned body that I feel good about. And so that's how I got my health coaching certificate, my group fitness and training certificate, and I'm just rocking and rolling and helping people figure this stuff out in a fast, moderate, helpful way, because you can Google it all, but I promise you, unless you're actually being held accountable to do it, you're probably not going to do it long term.
So essentially, accountability is one of the biggest things you preach. Being able to track and measure and monitor. The knowledge is you can learn and Google whatever you want, but accountability is what you offer.
Accountability has always been the missing piece for me. And if you want to try it out, you can do 3 days with me for free. BetterHealthByAccountability.com. Go on there, click the button. I'll email you and I'll give you some really good meal ideas and helpful tips for free to get you started.
Wow. All right. 3-day free trial. I like it. Awesome. Any other last tips that you would like to give?
Just try not to have that all or nothing mentality, because that's where I was before. It was either I was on a diet, I was doing really good, or I was actually doing really bad and I was hitting up all the drive-thrus and stuff. So whatever you can do, small attainable habits just to build upon, drink more water today or go for a 15-minute walk. Don't feel like you have to do it all at once, because that's really overwhelming, especially in our busy lives that all of us have.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring Clint out and we'll see you in just a few minutes.
All right.
All right, everyone. That was Ashley. Feel free to go check her out for coaching and accountability. Previously, we had Eddie, who also is a fitness coach and a bodybuilder and a basketball player. Hit him up if you want to talk to him. Now we've got our friend Clint, who just got a fresh cut, is literally gone, but literally is in a barbershop getting his hair cut. Hopefully he'll be back in like 20 seconds. Yikes. Well, until we see him again, I'll go ahead and just keep going. We'll hear from Clint here. He runs he's a event company called Nexus Events. I think his first one is next week. It's an event all about fitness, nutrition, and health. He's got, I think, like 100 people have already RSVP'd and sponsors. He'll have another one, I think, next April. So if you're looking to get into fitness, nutrition, and health, Ashley, Clint, and Eddie all have massive amounts of experience for you. And we're just going to keep going then. I guess I'm going to bring Eddie and Ashley out. If Clint pops back up, we'll bring him on. What's up, Eddie? What's up, Ashley?
Hey.
How you doing?
This is a part of our show where we kind of go over in each other's tips. So we'll start with you, Eddie. What is, in very simple terms, what is your tip that you gave? And we'll have Ashley respond to it.
Can you repeat the last part, please?
Actually, Eddie, I lied to you. Clint's back on, so I'm going to pull him on. Give me a couple minutes. You there, Clint?
Guys, so sorry. I'm trying to find service and it's going back and forth, so I really apologize.
All right, well, you're on right now. Let's stay there. Let's go from there. You're done with your haircut. You're moving on. The beauty of this show is anyone, anywhere can do it, even while you're giving a haircut, nice and easy. So let's go ahead and ask you, Clint, who are you?
What's going on, guys? My name is Clint Riggin. I grew a fitness company called Limitless Coaching to 250 transformations by first year. We did $500,000 hormone replacement therapy, blood work consultations nationwide, meal preps and supplements delivered to all of our clients. We really internally understood your body and then external result. And that all happened because in 2017, I competed in the Strong Right Classic off stage with a gold medal. And then 4 months later, my thyroid thyroid stopped working. I got suicidal. I put a gun to my mouth, and it was a really dark time in my life, and I want to experience anything like I did. So I want everybody who listens to this to get your blood going on internally in your body so you can have an external result. Because the food that you want to get the result that you need, if you have a thyroid problem, something going on internally with your body, and take it from me, because I was on 800 calories a day and I still, now I'm the CMO of a fitness company. We have over 50,000 fitness coaching business for entrepreneurs. We do the same exact thing, except we do DNA testing, gut health testing. And then also I run holistic wellness events all over the U.S. My first event is in, and then we're taking it to Nashville, New York, Tampa, Hawaii, and then Pennsylvania.
That's amazing. So let me ask you this, Clint. If I wanted to improve my physical health with nutrition, what is one simple, easy tip that you would recommend?
So I'm not going to give you any of the, hey, Mo, this diet plan, or I'm going to tell you that you need to have awareness.
Awareness. All right.
Right. So you need to be aware of the decisions you're making. So I want you to think about breakfast in the morning, or you go to Starbucks, and you're about to order that mocha frappuccino with and all the other shit that's in it. I want you to think about, does that move the needle forward in your life, or does it move it back? Get you closer to your goal, or does that get you farther away?
That's a good
Because
tip.
when you ask yourself the question, what happens is we look for that instant gratification instead of a long-term goal of what we're truly searching for. I want you to think about, okay, if I'm going to eat this burger and these fries, and I'm going to put ranch on them to the six-pack that I want, to the person that I'm supposed to be, for my kids, for my family, my relationships, my employees, to me. Because if it's not, then you need to start making better decisions in your life.
That's huge. That's huge. All right, Clint, what happened in your life that gave you that tip? How did you learn that?
I started to look at my life. If you guys don't know this, I battled addiction for about 3 years of my life. I was addicted to coke. Dad was a drug and alcohol counselor for 4 years. He was also an alcoholic for 20. So I had an addiction, genetically dispositioned in my body to have those things. It was the same way. I just had a comfort for food that I wanted to eat. I started to realize that I was a fitness coach, and I started to realize that people look up to me. I started to realize that I embody or be like me or look like me. Then I realized I had to take in life every single day. Because every day you have I appreciate you.
All right, I'm going to wrap it up with you, Clint. We're going to move on, and we're going to bring Eddie and Ashley back out. All right, Eddie, can you very quickly refresh our memory? Very quickly, what was your diet, your tip of nutrition?
My tip of nutrition. Well, I think I gave you a little bit of.
What's the most important one you had?
Moderation, not deprivation. Always.
All right. Ashley, do you want to give us a little feedback on Eddie's tip?
Yes. And my mom used to always say, why can't you just do everything in moderation, as she was eating like one cookie and drinking her coffee? And I used to think that was just like, what do you mean moderation? You're either going to have 6 cookies or what? You already blew it. You might as well. But no, really, like going back to what Clint said about like the mindfulness and awareness is like being able to treat yourself. And because as soon as you feel like you're actually on a diet, you can't stick to that long term. So if you're not able to have a treat here and there, and like, Thanksgiving's coming up, I don't want you to think that you can't like have some stuffing, have a piece of pie, right? So I think that not depriving yourself is huge. And that's something that I help my clients with a lot.
Let's
awesome.
go.
Thanks, Ashley. Clint, what do you have to say about Eddie's tip?
The biggest thing you got to understand is like, this is a domino effect. Cookie, or we have 2 cookies, that turns into a domino. You're just crashing down. So nobody bag of chips. Nobody just has one Twizzler. They have the whole bag of Twizzlers. Because we eat from eating the whole thing. And if we're able to stop ourselves from even putting it, because we know that it doesn't move us forward in life, then you won't have that domino effect in your life.
I like it. Ashley, do you want to give us your tip real quick? Refresh our memory?
Yes. So I was saying not to deprive yourself of each macronutrient, and that you do need protein, carbs, and fats with almost every meal, and really try to get a good balance of that throughout your day to make it so that you don't feel, again, restricted, that you're getting enough calories, and that you're not hangry and you're having lots of cravings.
Awesome. So a nice balanced macro meal. Eddie, what are your thoughts on that?
I truly believe that at the end of the day, you gotta do what works for you. You know, a lot of people tries to copy what other fitness influencers are doing, or like, oh, my friend did that, I'm gonna try it. Like, you need a diet that fits your macros. You need a diet that fits your lifestyle, and that's
Yep.
huge. Your lifestyle. A lot of people forgets about that, and something that moves you forward, that is keeping you, on your toes, that actually gets you to the next level. You don't want to stay stagnant. You want to keep progressing every single day.
Awesome. Clint, what are your thoughts on Ashley's tip?
I think it's a great tip. Honestly, I think understand that you are not like the person that you're trying person, and you need different macronutrients, and you need a different profile. I don't weigh as much as Eddie does. I'm not competing like Eddie is in a competition. I don't need body right now. If I'm training for a marathon, I need to be eating a lot more than somebody who's sitting at a desk all job.
Yep.
So we have to understand your lifestyle, and the biggest thing with the coaches that you is we understand you as a person, not just giving you some numb plan, and it's much more than that. A coach is so much more than I think people know. To truly understand somebody, to get them the results that they need moving forward.
That's smart. That's smart, Clint. Hey, Clint, can you really quickly refresh our memory on what your tip was?
Awareness. Does it move the needle forward, or does it move it backwards?
That's awesome. Ashley, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, that's so key. And just like to what Clint said about how every single client is different, they have different exterior things going on, different schedules, this and that. And so guiding them through, honestly, like I even hold my clients' hands so much that I'm guiding them through each meal that they're having, helping them. Hey, I'm actually running through Chick-fil-A. I got my kids in the car. Like, can you help me pick what I'm eating? And I will help them. I'll be like, you know what? Here's three choices I might get there, see what feels good for you. And sometimes you need more carbs than other days. And sometimes, like you said, you are, you have a certain body physique that you're trying to get. And so to make the needle go, you have to like think through every single choice, everything that you're putting in your mouth. You have to think through it.
I like that. Eddie, what are your thoughts on Clint's tip? Awareness.
Anything and everything that comes out of Clint's mouth has my approval. I trust him with my life.
I love that. I love that. All right, well, let's go over my tip. Are any of you versed in CBD and nutrition? How do you guys feel about that? Let's start with you, Eddie.
CBD and nutrition. Again, and everybody's different. Every life is different. Every goal is different. If it works for you, do it. If it doesn't, don't do it. If it aligns with your vision, do it. If it doesn't, don't do it. If it aligns with your values, do it. If it doesn't align, don't do it. That's
Ashley, what are your thoughts on CBD as a supplement?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it, honestly. Like, I have ADD and it helps me. Like, I don't necessarily take it every day, but I've noticed that it actually helps me like focus a little bit better and stuff. And so there's so many different benefits. And if it like brings your heart rate down and you're like more chill, then kudos to you. Do it.
And I'll reemphasize, there are definitely some bad CBD companies out there, but they're getting weeded out as the industry grows. So nowadays, more of the bigger ones have actual nutrition, have studies, have all sorts of science backing it. So make sure before you buy your CBD, you know the company, just like with any supplement. I'm sure that Clint and Eddie and Ashley, if you're buying supplements, you need to know where that's coming from. Clint, what do you think about CBD in your nutrition?
It's a great idea. We actually have a company called Green Compass that I interviewed before they were gonna in San Diego for us, and they do CBD infused everything. I didn't know the benefits until I had this conversation with her, but it helps with anxiety, depression. I mean, there's like certain diseases it's just a CBD that I didn't realize, and I'm honestly trying to think like why I don't take CBD.
Yeah, I mean, as there's more research and stuff, CBD really is becoming more and more popular, obviously, but also the scientific and nutritional benefits are becoming more and more. Obviously, do your research. So I'm sure Eddie and Clint and Ashley would also agree. Anytime you're taking a supplement or any sort of item that goes in your body, you know where it's from and know who's producing it. So I'll give that kind of disclaimer there. All right, guys, this is almost the end of our show. We have one last task, though. We have to come up with a daily challenge that all of you and me are going to have to do to improve our nutrition. It needs to take less than 5 minutes per day, and it has to cost $0 so that anybody in any circumstance in this planet can use our tip in order to improve their physical health using nutrition. Do you guys have any ideas? Ashley, any thoughts?
I do, because I think a lot of times people get overwhelmed with planning in advance because it just feels like another thing on their to-do list. But you can literally take 1 to 2 minutes and kind of just like map out what you're going to eat for that day and maybe the next couple of days, and then get your grocery order in and just be done with it. It's better to know ahead of time. That way you can plan ahead for success.
So plan your meals out a little bit better. Eddie, any tips you have that would take less than 5 minutes and cost $0 to help improve your nutrition?
Yes, I truly think that a lot of people have two problems. One, many people under eat the right nutrients. Number two, hydration. It's a huge
Hydration.
people hydrating. Hydrating doesn't cost money. I mean, it costs you money to.
Yeah, but I mean, just mindfully drinking more. I mean, I drink a gallon every day. That might be a little excessive, but that's a good point. Those are good challenges. Clint, what do you think would be a good challenge?
To be honest, I don't know. Well, entrepreneurs, we live off schedules, right? So if we were able to put a power, you 5 things that you need to do for each day, and that you're going to win the day, and then we can win the week, the month, etc. So think about it like this. I need to drink a gallon of water, 3 meals with protein, carb source, and healthy and vegetables. I need 10,000 steps in a day. And honestly, I need to reach out to 5 people and just say, hey, you might not think that has to like work with your health, but your mental side, in my experience.
All right, maybe we combine a couple of those. Maybe we set up. You guys are the experts. How much water should you drink in a day based off like your body weight? Is there a difference?
Of course, there is a difference. Actually, I have a better idea for you, Austin. Everybody's needs are gonna be different. Why don't we actually make like an action item? Okay, week 1, you're gonna do 1 thing for your health. Week 2, you're gonna do 2 things for your health. Week 3, you're gonna add 3 things to your health, and bit by bit, progressive overload your nutrition.
So for that, you'll have to go contact Eddie. For the purpose of this show, we're just gonna do 1 thing for a week and just change it. We've got other episodes and whatnot. But let's think of just 1 thing that'll take less than 5 minutes. I like hydration. I think that was a great point, Eddie. And if we want to build on that, you can keep doing the hydration. And in our next episode in 3 weeks, when we do physical health again, we can build on it there. So that is a great point, Eddie. If you want a more in-depth physical health, contact one of these 3 because they will be much better at it than watching this show. But for the next week, I think that Ashley was talking about planning ahead. Eddie was talking about hydration. Maybe something about planning exactly what you're going to drink and by which hour or every like 2-hour period. So I guess I drink a gallon a day, but some people that's too much. If you're like 100-pound female, I think that's not going to work. What do you guys recommend? Is it based off body weight, or how much water should an average person drink?
Generally about half your weight in body weight. I know for me, I try to make sure that I'm getting at least 80 ounces. And when I've had a really tough workout, I try to make it like 100 ounces. So what I find works best with my clients is starting your day with water, like a lot of water, like up to like 20 ounces. That way it doesn't feel like you're not starting until noon and then it's really hard to finish it.
How do you feel about that, Clint?
I love it. Let's do it.
Eddie, 20 ounces when you first wake up?
Actually, it's 2 glasses of water. That's what I do. And then every hour, my alarm sounds, and I drink for 10 seconds.
Oh, dang. I like that. Smart. Setting an alarm. Yeah, well, that could be another option. Maybe we do the 20 ounces when you first wake up. How does that sound for a weekly challenge?
Yeah, that's good.
I think it's easy. Everyone in the world can do it. We all do 20 ounces when we first wake up. That sounds like a good one. You guys like it?
I like it.
All right. We will be tagging and challenging you guys as well as myself to do this. Any last thoughts? We've got about a minute left.
Ladies first.
I know. I'm trying to think. I would just say going into the holidays, don't like give up and think that you need to wait until January 1st to restart this healthy life that you want to have. It just doesn't work like that. You can start today. You can start tomorrow morning by drinking 20 ounces of water. You can start by just going outside and getting some, sun and walk around. So don't feel like you have to be all in or you're all out until a certain time, because that's just not a healthy lifestyle.
Best time to start is right now.
Right now.
Tomorrow morning, 20 ounces. Eddie, last thoughts before we sign off?
I'm going to copy with her. Start today.
Start today.
Yes, it starts.
All right. Huge thank you to Ashley, Eddie, and Clint. You guys, that was a great episode. So much information. Almost too much information. If you want more info, talk to Eddie, talk to Ashley, talk to Clint. If you need info on supplements, nutrition, anything of that sort, those three know a lot more. Go reach out to them. We'll post all their socials and all their contact info on our website as well as our socials. So if you have any questions, reach out to us and comment. Otherwise, we'll see you all next week.
Bye.